And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Louisville Cardinals taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Here are the starters for Louisville. They've got Payton. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then it's White, and it's Mack in at the center position.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Here's Lee. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
White, good. Cardinals on D. Puts up the baby hook. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
Here's Rozier. They set the pick. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Up top, Brown. White covering. Brown kicks to Lee. Pass to Gaines. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Lee outside. Gaines dishes to Duncan. Shot clock at 5. Brown outside. Mack grabs the miss. Here's White, and it's blocked by Brown. Lee outside. Gains the pass to Brown. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Brown's got his first basket of the night.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
On the court right now for the Cardinals, we've got Sanders. White is out there with Payton, and it's Mack in at the 5. Right side, Terry. Shot from 12. Can't hit, and it's Louisville the other way. Here's White. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. White's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
Gaines gets the bucket. 1:36 left here in the first half. Here's Rozier. Again, the Cardinals score. Well, on the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial right, which was why he wasn't first overall. But if you add him to the list, that would make 3. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Brown, he's in its small forward, and it's Gaines in its center. And for Louisville, we've got White. Sanders is out there with Rozier. Then there's Payton, and it's Mack in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lee outside. He kicks it to Duncan. They set the pick. Here's Gaines. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Brown. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
Cardinals leading by 3. Pass to Sanders. And Brown over to help. Here's White. No good on the triple. And so here's Kansas. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The game now all tied. And that's now 9 points for Freak.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And he banks in the layup. Brown's got it all tied up now for the Jayhawks.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
It's stolen by Brown. Brown, he's in at 3. And it's Gaines in at the 5, down low. Sanders passes to Rozier. And Brown over to help. Knocked away. It's stolen by Brown.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same...
46 seconds left to play in the second half. Feeds it to Terry. Lets it go from 11. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
And it's a completely new group for the Cardinals. They get it again. Here's Sanders. Great D that time from Duncan. And the Jayhawks with possession. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Lee outside. Brown outside. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so